Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. On today's video I have my Volvo V40 here. This is a 2000 model, and I'm gonna be tackling the engine mount, the front lower engine mount, so the one that's sitting down there. It's basically collapsed. Well, it's really broken. This is what it looks like, but the one in there, it's all these edges are broken, so I'm gonna be changing it. This is what it looks like, because there is a front and rear. They look very similar, but they are slightly different design inside. So that is the front one. I don't know, I got this from eBay, professional parts, Sweden. Don't think it's genuine, because it was relatively cheap, whereas a genuine one will probably be quite expensive. So to tackle this, we're gonna need a jack and to support the engine, to remove the mount, and also you can do it from this position. Right, so at the moment the car is on the ground. You can put your jack underneath and support the engine a little bit while you loosen these bolts. So I have my wrench in there already. There's two 13mm bolts that we need to loose, and may need to lose the 10mm down there that holds the air conditioning pipe. So my Volvo S40 didn't have that pipe. This one has that. Now that those two bolts there are 13mm, and I loosened the one at the bottom. There's one at the bottom just there, but it's really quite tight, so I'm trying to actually loosen the one at the top at the moment, and I'm gonna give it another go now. But it's a little bit, well, it's quite really tight. Okay, so I'm gonna give that another go. Make sure your ratchet is sitting in there properly. Okay. I mean, I guess it's been there for a long time, so once you crack it open, then it's really loose. So there's the two of them, 1 and 2. Bottom one I already loosened, and it was the same. It was really tight to begin with, and then it was loose. So before I remove those two completely, I am going to get the car supported on the jack, but I'm gonna try to use the other jack I have. So I'm gonna get the car up and try to do this from underneath, but it's very much doable from this angle. I did it on my S40. I just want to see what it's like to do it from underneath. So let's get this car up and see how we get on. So just before I get the car up, I decided to remove the 10mm bolt that holds the this clamp in place. That's for the air conditioning pipe. So if that is out, then it's more accessible. I can see this hose is also attached to this bracket. This bracket here is the one that attaches to the mount, and we may not need to remove this hose, but actually it just pulls out. So maybe just take it out, make life a little bit easier Right, so now I'm gonna get the car up. So this is the jack I'm going to attempt to use. You can just use a normal jack having the car down on the ground. I'm gonna remove this cover here. Now this cover is really supposed to be held in by this type of clips. You pull the center out and then that should come out. However, mine was held in by a lot of Phillips screws that somebody just put in there. But considering this car, it's quite old now, I would expect that to be the case anyway. Right, can get that cover out, and that's where the mount is. So I'm just going to support the engine here, and then we'll tackle that. Okay, I just put a block of wood here, got my jack up, and just gonna support it a little bit. So nothing crazy, I'm just going to basically pump it up a little bit, and that's it really. So this is fairly loose, so you don't really want to push it all the way up. There's no need. We have the 2 bolts holding the mount down here, and obviously this as well we have to remove. Okay, so I'm going to undo that. At the back of that is a 15mm nut, and I got a my 15mm wrench there. So I'm just going to undo this. Hopefully it's not going to be as tight. But it is a little bit tight. Having said that, okay, looks like I may need my power bar to loosen. Maybe I just need to apply a little bit more force with my ratchet there, but I'd rather use the power bar. Okay, can't believe how tight that is. Let's get this a little bit on that angle. Also, because the mount is completely broken, it's moving all over the place, so nevertheless I should be able to undo that. Okay. Okay, that's coming out. So that is out, and so I can remove the 13 mils up here. I think I may need my ratchet. Since I already loosened them, just using a small ratchet here to take them out. So I'm just going to remove those two 13 mils. It's nothing exciting here. Just need to save a little battery, but That's basically all I'm doing. Okay, I've got the 2 bolts out. So this is now sort of free to move or come out a little bit. Don't necessarily have to completely take it out, but maybe a little bit. Okay, that is just up there. Now we have 2 bolts here. Okay, they are actually 16 mil. Now I do remember there was not much access to get to this one here because the engine is it's just sitting next to it. But I think what I did is, well, we can pump the engine up a little bit more, but not too much. So I think originally I removed this one first. I don't know how tight this is going to be. All right, so that wasn't too bad. I think after removing this one, I was able to push the mount a little bit to one side. I'm not sure I was able to. All right, so it looks like maybe just about fits in there actually, because when we put the new one, it's gotta fit in anyway. Okay. Yep, just about fits in. You can see the mount already moving to one side. Just make a note of how the mount comes out, the direction, how that looks. And also look at these holes. That is a really round hole. This one is a little bit oval. So the oval hole goes on back. So that's my mount there. You can see how bad it is. It was basically collapsed, maybe holding on to this end a little bit. But the only problem is that whenever I was changing gear, my gearbox was a little bit heavy, as in a bit heavy when selecting drive or reverse. It was banging a little bit. Not much, but you could feel definitely needed a mount. Right, now we can fit the new mount in. Okay guys, my camera ran out of battery, so it died halfway as I was putting the bolts in there, but that's all I was doing. Just so refitting the mount is just a reversal of removal. So now I'm just going to tighten the bolts from up here and refit my 10 mil for the air conditioning. And this is the original mount that was there. You can see how broken it was. And I think this here might be the original part number 306-11143 if you want to get a genuine part. But having said all of that, it's not really a difficult one to do, so it just takes a little bit of time to remove the bolts, just a bit of patience really, and you can get it changed fairly easily. Hope this video helps. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to check out my merchandise, and give me a super like if you enjoy my videos and I'm able to help you somehow. So till the next video, bye for now.